Shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody today? TGIF. Oh, doesn't get any better than that. We finally made it to Friday. How's everybody this morning? Let's see. We've got Sir Wayne, Sugar Daddy. How's it going this morning? Miss Pinky. Hello, hello. Hi, Janice. Good morning. Lionheart. Good morning to you. And let's see. We've got Steph. Hey, Steph. How's it going? Happy Friday to you. Don't work too hard. Hopefully you can get out early. And then we've got Sherry Ann. Hello, sweetie. How are you feeling? I hope you are up and about and romping around and having a good time. And Sir Pomp is here. Hello. How are you? And let's see. Am I missing anybody? Not sure. If I did, give me a shout out if I've missed you. So how is everybody? Mr. Prism. Hello. Got something to do, so I'll be lurking. It's okay. Lurk away. So how is everybody today on this Friday? I hope everybody's well. And what do you guys think? I'm gonna take myself off so you can get another look-see at what Pinky, it was Sage's idea and Pinky's creation. Isn't that so cool? That is the newest stuff in the merch shop. Brewster Rooster doing that morning coffee crawl. So I thought that was so cool. It's just great how we get, people can come up with an idea and then it just comes to life. It's fantastic. I want to thank you again, Pinky, for making our Brewster Rooster, making his crawl. Great design. Hello, James. Good morning. So Mr. Brewster is in the merch shop. If you guys are interested, go check him out. Good morning, Marie. How are you? She's just making her coffee now. Just posted my son's miniature on my page. Oh, cool. I'm going to have to check it out. Yes, Steph has to be stealth. She's at work. Can't get busted. Lurking for a bit, but I'm listening. I'll be able to jump into chat in a few. Okay, cool. Good morning, Alessio. How are you, sir? I hope you are well. We are looking forward to the wrestling coming up soon. Should be good fun. Everybody enjoys that. So did everybody have a good week? I'm telling you, it's been a chaotic week. Just online alone, just craziness going on. Boy, I think everybody's just gone nuts. We're just gonna have to watch out. The loons are loose, and we all just have to be on guard. Good morning, Susan. Another lurky turkey at work. It's kind of a dreary morning here this morning, kind of, because it's been raining, but we're supposed to get snow again. So, what the hell. Let's see, Alessio. Yes, I'm sort of finishing work, receiving a price for the flat, which is astronomical. Oh, yeah. Oh, so apparently the landlord, you're not going to buy the house that you're in? Or is that what the prices they want for the house you said is astronomical? See, they're going to take advantage because they know that you don't want to move. Moving stinks. Marie says, it took me over 30 minutes to edit a 1 minute video. That's why I don't do it, Marie. That's why. So when I did that one short video I did, it took me like almost 3 hours for one small video. And I thought to myself, and I told everybody, you people are crazy. Oh my God. You sit there for hours and days and maybe even weeks trying to just to get together one small video. And oh jeez. Even though the videos come out great, but is it really worth that ass sake? I don't know. Good morning, Sage. How are you? You see, Sage, we've got Brewster Rooster up there doing his morning coffee crawl. That's all because of you. Inflated, but I gave my counter offer. Let's see what they say. Well, we're going to wish you luck. Got our fingers, toes, and eyes crossed for you. Hopefully it'll work out because, like I said, moving. Oh, God. I hate moving. Anyways, this is worth it in the end. Yeah, I guess it could be worth it in the end. I was just like, oh, well, yeah, it was that video there that I made with Wayne's song for Christmas with the Santa. It took me forever. And I'm thinking, oh, this is nuts. James is just lurking in the rafters. That's okay. You keep a watch out for us, James. Janice is slowly moving. Yeah, I'm slowly moving too. I'm having some issues this morning and I'm trying to blow it off, but we'll see what happens. So if I suddenly become really quiet, it's because I've passed out. A bit of some dizzy spells a little bit this morning, so I'm trying to ignore them. Good morning, Purple. How are you? I go through it every now and then, the dizzy spells and stuff, but this one just seems to want to be hanging on for a little bit. Oh no, the flu. Oh, the evil flu. Well, hopefully you're feeling better soon. Oh my God. It's going around. My son stopped over yesterday for a visit. He was telling us how his girlfriend's sick. And I go, and then you come here? And he says, well, I've been taking stuff, so I'm good. I'm thinking, oh, I hope so, because I sure the hell don't want it. Kitty snuggle time. Nice. Let's put the chat up on the screen there so everybody can see what's going on. Nothing like a good kitty snuggle. Cough fits are the worst. I heard that the coughing, yeah. It's just like, ugh. And that's what hangs on too, I hear, is with this flu is the coughing. Gosh, it's the last thing I need. Good morning, Spange. How are you? I always tell everybody, don't come here if you've got any kind of sickness in your house because I don't want the crap. Last thing I need. Oh boy. Oh, you're feeling low? What's going on, Purple? How can we put a smile on that face? Good morning, Miss Betty. How are you today? Little Miss Ma'am. Hello, hello. Let's see. I woke up with it yesterday morning. And whiskey. Oh, yeah. Try to get that whiskey in there and kick it out. That was my father's thing. Here, you got a little tickle in your throat. You're feeling sick. Here, take a shot of this. Oh, thanks, Dad. Be sick and liquored up at the same time. But the funny thing is, it does work. Helps clear everything out of there. James says, oh, too many names. I know. You're bound to miss one or two. So it's, don't worry about it. Just say, hello, everybody. I was up at like the crack of dawn this morning. I'm thinking, oh, what time am I doing up? But I just stayed up. So, Mom, doctor day, it should be interesting. She's getting shots in both knees. Tried to lube them a little bone about. Oh, poor Mom. Hopefully it won't be too bad for her. But I suppose anything's better than, the knee joints rubbing. Poor dear. Oh my goodness. Whiskey helps sweat it out. Oh yeah. That's actually the last couple of things that we had around here. That's what I did. I actually just sweated it out. Of course, I'm a furnace anyway, a walking furnace. So, and I know I was getting sick. And instead of uncovering like I normally do, I just stayed covered up. And boy, within 24 hours, it was gone. So that was great. Head butted in, kitty petted, good to go. Yeah, I know. That's my Kate. If I don't pay attention to her, yeah, she headbutts me, and then she'll smack me in the face with her paw, and she'll keep it up until I pay attention. And I'll be like, "Yes, I know you're there. Give me a minute." No, there's no such thing. No such thing. Oh my goodness, James. Yeah. Wow. There's just well, this is a new strain of flu. Isn't it amazing how every year it's a new strain? Are these people just making this crap up or what? Good morning, Sandra. How are you? Doing housework. Good. Come to mine. I was still waiting for Sean to come over and mop. It's hard to find a good time for me to mop around here. Well, of course, now that my son's not here, it's a little easier because you figure, okay, nobody's home. You'll clean it all up, get it all mopped, nice. Then they would come home for lunch with muddy boots, and they would be the end of it. So I've decided that the best time is when everybody's in the house, everything's locked up, and I throw them out of the kitchen, and then I, do it at nighttime. Good morning, Big Stu. How are you today? Says Ophelia, I'm on the edge of getting sick and trying to fight it. Oh no, get the whiskey. I did pleurisy with blood clots in my lungs 8 years ago. Oh, it's bad. Couldn't breathe. Oh God, that's so scary. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Yes, get that coffee. Get that cup and get it going. I was up so early this morning. I said, "What the heck? I might as well have a bowl of cereal too." So I actually had something to eat this morning. Normally, I don't touch anything until noon. Maybe that's why I'm having a dizzy spell. It's because my body's in this shock because I actually ate something in the morning. That could be it. You're like, what the heck? No, man, flu. Everybody's getting sick. Oh no, it's going through everybody. Quick, I need to knock on wood. I don't want it. I've kind of been like hibernating. So it's, yeah, I just don't. I let the dog out. I come back in. Anybody said got to sniffle? I said, don't come here. You got to sniffle anything. Don't come here. Of course, now I'm like a little worried because like my son come over saying how his girl was sick, but he was good because he's been taking stuff and it's been fighting it off. I said, yeah, but you still come here. So we better not catch it or I'll make him come here and take care of me. But if it's going to get you, it's going to get you. There's nothing we really can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted up a quick little video of photos of the miniature. We have building. So I'm holding off, putting the top part on for this so we can start the second floor. And I'll do that on Sunday's miniature show so you guys can see me put it together and how I'm going to place the wiring. This one's coming together pretty quick. even with all of the issues. Oh my goodness. Not one of the better kits out there. A lot of adjustments and stuff like that to make it work and make it come out right. But it's still cute. I enjoyed the challenge. Yes, Sage, it is coming along. It's coming along fast. So that's when it's really exciting when we finally get the pieces together and it's actually making something. So it was when I started putting it together, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And I was gonna do a video while I was doing it, but then I was having issues with camera and stuff like this. Oh, the hell with it. I'll just take photographs and make a short little video clip, and everybody will see where it is at this point. And then we'll do the live on Sunday. Yeah, we're gonna have to go check that out, Marie. Everybody go check out her son's miniature. A lot of people are getting into them. I think it's great. And then once you get hooked, once you do that first one, you're hooked. You'll be like, oh, what can I do next? And like I said the other day, when I had Joan on Ladies Fright about maybe going out and getting a model. I haven't done a model since I was a kid. That's why I asked anybody if they had recently done one and if the glue was the same, because I don't want to use the model glue. That stuff's horrendous. Let's see. To all I missed, quickly go back. The housework. You have a great day, Sanja. Enjoy that housework. That's actually what I got to do when I get done here. And start to slowly put away the Christmas stuff. Seeing that my husband knocked some of it down the other day, and I said, oh, maybe it's time to put it up. I'll do a little at a time. Sage is saying, yeah, hot lemon vinegar and honey with a shot of whiskey might not make you well, but after 4 or 5, you don't care. I know exactly. You're loaded and you're sick at the same time. You don't care. Thanks, Pinky, for posting that up. I appreciate it. So everybody can go see those pictures. See, you ask and you shall receive, Wayne. It's up there. Miss Pinky did it. If I remember right, model glue was the strongest smelling one that my buddy of mine used to love. Oh God, his stuff was horrible, Stu. Oh my God. Like I said, I was a young teenager. That's the last model that I put together. And I was saying back then, God, this stuff's awful. And you'd hook up a fan and sort of make some circulation up in the windows because it just was I don't know anybody could smell that stuff. Hopefully over 40 years they've come up with a better formula, so you don't end up with brain damage because you're putting a model together. Yeah, I put together this Trans Am model, but now I don't even know how to spell Trans Am. I think there might be a problem. Oh, you're welcome, Marie. Here it's all in the clouds there in the Marie. Just it's the cold and all of that. Like I said, I started out the Disney spell's going away now, so I was sitting here about an hour ago working on some stuff, thinking, "Oh no, what the hell is this all about?" But it's clearing up, so it's good. So you won't hear me smashing my face on the desk. Round 2, kitty scratches applied. Such demanding little creatures, aren't they? Yeah, we didn't get brain damage from model glue. It was eating those lead paint chips. Oh, To be honest, I think I have lead paint in my house, to be honest with you, and the kitchen cupboards. No matter what or how many layers of paint I put on my kitchen cupboards, where the handles are, it gets worn out and it wears off the paint I put on, but the original paint is still there. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm thinking, yeah, that it was a lead-based paint originally on the cupboards. And I must have painted them about 4 or 5 times. I'm not a big fan of white, so I was covering the white up, and I've always got to do touch-ups. Everybody says I should just swap out and get new cupboards, but I don't want them because I have the old cupboards and they're huge. The new cupboards nowadays, there's no room, so you've got to have 40 or 50 of them. Or the older cupboards were just bigger and better. He also used to do the sandwich bag butane hits. Oh my goodness. Is he still alive? Oh, I don't understand people that do that. I really don't. Kitty is a hit and run artist. Yeah, that's funny. I love the smell of craft glue and peeling it off my hands when I was younger. Yeah, that's craft glues. Well, it's great. And Elmer's, we used to all do that with Elmer's. I have that happen now. The glue that I use, it doesn't smell bad, and it's it peels off, and it's easy to work with. But this was that tube of modeling glue that they used back in the day. It's just opening it would, and getting that first whiff would knock you on your ass. Terrible. Let's see. Roger, he is oddly. He was a boxer, so his brain wasn't quite well. Oh, jeez. So he's a boxer, got his brains smacked around, and then he's sniffing and huffing. Oh, boy. Well, that cheap high, that's what it was. I remember one time going into the home, like the Home Depot, or something like that, and I was buying spray paint, and they asked me for my ID, and I looked at the girl like she had 2 heads. I'm like, "What? What the hell do you need my ID for?" And then she explained to me that they had to make sure that you were over 18 because the kids are using it to huff. And I'm like, oh, see, I don't think of that stuff. Okay. Let's see. I put a comment on Twin Paranormal. I said devices are not 100% paranormal. They said we don't like haters and blocked me. Oh boy. Jeez. No, they don't like people that tell the truth. They've got a problem with that. Good morning, V team. How are you? My dad could never understand why every time he wanted to go to the get gas for the car, I always wanted to go with him. I liked the smell of gas too, stuff. When they had regular gas, surprised I'm not brain dead. My father used to pump it, and I used to always have my nose out the window smelling it. Oh God. It's funny the sense that we're attracted to. It really is. But yeah, don't de-icer smells amazing too. I find that I don't care for the smell of the soap or whatever it is they use in the automatic car washes. Uh, it's kind of bothers me. So yeah, Lionheart, their loss, not ours. Yeah, yours. Yeah, exactly. Anytime when you make a comment like that in one of those entertainment channels, that's what I call them. They find it very offensive because that's how they run the show. It's all the gadgets and all of that, all the lights and all of that. Oh, look, this is none of it's truly debunked. I don't deter people from using equipment. I think it's an experiment that we should continue because you just never know. But the way that they do it, it's all just for show. I had some Mucinex 3 and 1 cough drops delivered yesterday. I had to show ID to let their system scan it for cough drops. They must be potent. Yeah, all of that stuff. What was it last year? Good morning. Good morning, R&D. Remember, was it last year or the year before or whatever that they had all of the cough medicine? Actually, it's been longer than that. All locked up in the pharmacy area. You had to ask somebody to get it for you. And I think, and I don't think like these other people do, like most people do. Oh, well, they'll use it for this drug or that drug. I'm thinking, but it's cold medicine. It tells you I'm just out of the loop, apparently. The king of unintentionally great smelling products, though, was WD 40. Oh, love WD 40. I have a thing. Well, I have a lot of allergy issues or for smells. Certain things that are too strong, or I don't know, just the combination of the chemicals or whatever, gives me instant headache. But the things you think that would give me a headache don't. It's really strange. Like perfumes and stuff like that. I got to watch what perfumes I'm around, colognes. My husband used to wear cologne all the time. He'd stop. I says, "You're killing me." I horrible headaches. You go through the mall, when you had the girl there with the spray bottle going to spray you. I had to threaten one girl one time. She was insistent to spray. I said, "You spray me with that, and I'm going to kick your ass." I said, "You're supposed to ask people if they want to sample it. You just don't go spraying it on somebody. People have allergies." WD 40 is so good for stopping squeaky. It's good on everything. It really is. Need something lubed up? Get the WD. Yeah, Sage. Yeah, exactly. She has bad allergies, and I'm sensitive to a lot of scents. Exactly. Even soaps and stuff. Last week I was downstairs doing something for my parents, and then I go into the bathroom to wash my hands, and my father's got like 4 different kinds of soap. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I just picked one. Oh my god, the fragrance off of that. I said, "Geez, man." He goes, "What's the matter?" I go, "Stuff smells." It was some kind of floral flower. I don't know. It was horrible. I said, "Oh my god, it's giving me a headache." So then the next time I was in there, he had this other bottle. I thought it was kind of like a medical hand soap. Because my father's got this, everything's gotta be sterile. And I go to use that. Same issue. Different fragrance. Just say, "Oh my god," I said, "You're killing me here." I'm gonna stop washing my hands downstairs. So now I do it in the kitchen. I use the dish soap. WD and duct tape is how I fix the world. Exactly, Sage. Exactly. Freaking funny. It works. It works. Let's see. Lionheart, Ouija Brothers watched every time. No, dude. Bro, no, I nearly died. Oh, jeez. I know that's really annoying. Dude, come on. How old are these guys now? Aren't they like almost 40 years old? Time to let the dude part go. Let's see. Steph says I have a ton of allergies and it sucks. However, the biggest allergy I hate is I'm allergic to BS. Funny how my nose starts to twitch when I can I know. The BS detector. I know, it's just something else. And there's a lot of BS floating around out here lately. Oh man, I've just got to stay away from it. Let's see. I follow a guy on TikTok, G8 or something or other, and learned so much about what WD 40 can do We clean stuff with it all the time. Yeah, it's just like the miracle cure. It's too. It really is. Oh yeah, Sage. And of course, you guys all know that this. I had people message me this morning. They want to know if everybody in the in the internet has just gone insane. Just, it just seems like one thing after another lately, and it's just the beginning of the year, and the BS is getting deep. This scam and Colby, yeah. For squeaky doors, I just sprayed a bit of vegetable oil on hinges. Works a treat. Yeah, you use what you got. Oil it up. It's just amazing what people. It seems like I said with the duct tape. You could use duct tape for everything. Michelle, and even E6000 glue for crafting smells. I've never used that. A lot of people recommend it, but if you're saying it's got an odor that's strong, then yeah, I'd stay right away from it. I don't think they changed modeling glue. Oh no, really? All right. So if I do go out and get a model, I'm just gonna have to use different glue. I'll have to find something else because that stuff is just bad news. Those that stir the shit pot should have to lick the spoon. I agree. Good morning, Sean. How are you? Not just lick it. I think they should have it shoved right up their old keister. Laura, thin numerology this year is number 1 year, and we're dealing with Aries. So that's rushing through heads. Oh, it's popping on me here. That's why it feels like such a whirlwind. Oh God, it's just so much already so early, but I made it. If you want to say resolution this year, I'm just not gonna put up with the BS. I don't want to be involved in it. Don't want to know about it. People have already found out if they bring it into the chat, you're bye bye. It's that's it. Oh, I'm good. You're supposed to come over and do my floors, Sean. What's up with that? That's not fair. Unfortunately, Sage, unfortunately, some are blind and have no sense of smell or taste. Wait, what did I miss? You have no sense of smell or taste, Steph? All right, I had to do that too. I needed spray paint for outside furniture. Even when when it's outside, it's better. Oh, my resolution was not to make any resolutions. Yeah, I never do, but you know what? I think that's my resolution. No internet BS. Just take it out. Get out of it. It's a long swim. Yeah, and it's kind of cold. Unless maybe you want to grease yourself up with, with what do they do those guys when they take those swims in the cold water? Is it lard or something that they use? Grease your ass up like a seal. Yeah, wear your water rings and bring a pool noodle. I'm sure that cold is pretty nippy. That water. That's what I meant to say. The water must be pretty nippy. Lionheart to ghost fart. I know that we used to call the packing popcorns, we used to call it ghost poop because it was, light and airy, and there was a lot of it. I've been using C-Fixed Instant Adhesive lately. It's freakishly strong, but it's thin. I glued my fingers to a 3D print and printed to the desk within seconds. Funny how oh God. And because you just pulled it off. Alcohol, Stu, get the alcohol out. It breaks down the glue. So see, it's Sean will hook. Yeah, he's gonna shower first. I know, isn't that funny? Guys, get out of the water. He always like the cold. Yes, Michelle's ready. She's got her coffee. It keeps us going. Even though I don't drink that much of it. You think by listening to me, I drink it all. I don't drink it all the time. I'll have the 1 cup in the morning and then maybe one. And it's not really, I never really finished the cup. So you can't even say it's a whole cup. And then one in the evening. I want the new Ninja coffee maker. Just do your research on Ninja products. I've been hearing some bad stuff about them. You're spending a lot of money for junk. A lot of people are complaining. I couldn't get to anything. I was glued to the desk. And you were all by yourself, so you couldn't scream out, "Somebody bring me the alcohol." I need a big just of acetone. A few weeks ago, I tried to use a tube of super glue, and in a second, I squeezed it. The seam broke. Oh my God. Yeah, rubbing alcohol or acetone removes it, but oh my God, all over your hand. That must have been awful. Yeah, Michelle, we've all glued our fingers to something or to themselves. Hot glue gun. Oh, I always walk away with a few burns with the hot glue gun. Good morning, graduate. How are you? And I always, it got to be where I was building up like calluses because I used the hot glue gun so much. I just got used to burning myself. And it wasn't on the tip of the glue gun, it was the glue itself. I played Warhammer for years. I've super glued my fingers to my eyelid. Oh my God. James, oh my God. That must have been horrible. Oh, gee. Man, that must have been, how the hell did you get that one off? Not too bad, Wayne. Just getting over illness still. I know poor Sean's got an abscess. My goodness. Hopefully those antibiotics are working quick, and that's one of the worst things to have abscess. It's just awful. My old boss always used the magnifying glasses. He actually glued them to his desk once. It was hair. Oh, it's hilarious. All I could think of is super glue scene from American Pie. Oh yeah. And that's the funny thing is that it's amazing how super glue works so well on skin. It doesn't work on anything else. I go sticky. I had an abscess where my face blew up. Like, oh boy. Yeah, the abscesses are nasty. See, that's the thing. It always happens when the dentist office is closed. That is just the kick in the ass right there. I shut my fingers in the car door when I was 6, lost the top of my finger. They managed to save it. Yeah, like when you get cut and stuff, they tell you uh, put super glue on it. I mean, I'm not thrilled about that idea, but people do it. And that's happened to me, Lionheart, when I was younger. My fingers got slammed in a car door. What saved my fingers, I still had the scar from it, was that the rubber on it was an old car, so it had thick rubber on the inside of it. And if that wasn't there, it would have cut off the tops of 3 of my fingers. Yeah, I do. The E6000, I did hear it works really well, but I didn't know that it had a strong odor, so I think I'll stay away from that. Because people would say, "Well, why are you soldering like jewelry? Why are you soldering that? Just use the glue." Well, for one, no. I didn't want to glue jewelry together. I would use silver solder on connections and stuff. Hang on tight, chat, Laura, and I are going to search out in search of Brewster. Yeah, he should be crawling along the floor. I had to glue something overhead. Height a few months back. Good job. I was wearing glasses. The tube split in my hand. Oh, you would have got it in your eye. Super glue was invented during the Vietnam War. It was intended to fix wounds. Is that really? That's why it's so good at sticking skin. It was meant to do it. Oh, see, there we just learned something, guys. And good morning, Roger. No, wow, see, I didn't even know that. I found some chocolate to eat. I know it's not good breakfast food. Well, it depends on where you are in the world, Pinky. Some people might say, no, it is. This is the thing that kills me because I said it to my husband before. Where is it written down that you have to eat certain things at a specific time of day? Like, he'll look at me like if I grab pizza, a cold pizza in the morning, and I'll say, well, I'll just eat this. And then he goes, well, yeah, it's breakfast time. Oh, so, where is it written that I can't have it? Yeah, they get you on the high milligrams. Yeah, they got to get that infection under control. It's very dangerous because it's in your head, and they don't want it to spread any further than your eye socket. My tooth nerve had died, thankfully. Otherwise, I'd be screaming. I, I agree with you. I would rather have a baby than have a toothache. And that's the truth. It's just tooth pain is horrendous. As I do everything and anything to prevent any kind of teeth issues. Agent Orange is a bad name for deodorant. Yes. I shit you not. I had salad for breakfast. I'm with you. Yeah. Like I said, where is it written in stone that, you can't have that for breakfast? You have to have eggs or cereal or whatever. No, that's a good point, Laura. I want to eat more chocolate now. Yeah, see? Eat what you want. There's no rule. Well, I just don't see. There's no rules to what you can have. Margarine was originally invented to grease train. I did hear that before. I don't touch margarine. Oh, but it's amazing what the stuff that we do eat and consume, what it does to other things. And you're like, oh god, it can't be good. Like Coca-Cola. They don't drink that. It's bad for you. You can clean up, rust off of tools and stuff with it, and I've seen it done. But yeah, I still drink it. So what's it doing to my guts? Who the hell knows? I eat anything no one tells me different goes for my ass. Yeah, just eat what you're gonna eat. Don't make a difference what time of day you're eating it. Think back on the prehistoric days that cavemen says, "Oh, we can't have this dinosaur. He's too fattening. We have to wait till dinner time to eat that." Oh, the cholesterol. As you get older, I believe breakfast is important. Breakfast is important. I mean, it gets you going. You got to have fuel to burn during the day. But I love eggs, bacons, as midnight munchies. Well, I do that too. I make I get hungry or something late in the evening, and it's not good to eat late, but I'd be like, okay, have like an egg sandwich or something. Hello, Dave. Good morning. I would rather break an arm than to have pain in my mouth. I started because I scrubbed so hard and the gum come away from the tooth and the food got in. Yes, I know. I had words with Sean about that. You have to be gentle with brushing your teeth. The original formula of Coca-Cola would have been way better for it. Yeah, you're right, Steph. And I have to admit, I have about 2 sodas a day, which I shouldn't. But at lunchtime, I'll have it, and then I'll have one with dinner. And it's really not a lot, but it's 2 more than I should have because it really isn't good for your stomach. Breakfast is important, but who says when to eat it? Exactly. Eat it when you want it. Lionheart, I love meat. Eat it. Eat all the meat you want. Of course, I told you guys about the fiasco we had the other day when we splurged and got steaks. Big mistake. My husband's was fine. I was better off chewing on my own chew, the one I had. It was horrible. So that was the dog ended up with it. I was pissed. Spend the money on it and then you can't even eat it. I should have took it back to the store and told the guy where to put it. Hey, Edmund, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. And normally, that's my husband would have done it. He would have took it back to the store. He does that stuff all the time. So someday he's going to get arrested. He'll go in the store and voice his opinion. And I always have to remind him, listen, it's not the sales associate's fault that a product isn't available or it's not the way that they claimed it would be. They're just working there. And he bitches them out. Says, okay, now I can see chat. Okay. Now she's in it full force. She can see the chat. She can see you, Sage. Now we're all in trouble. Steph can see. Boy, we got all kinds of stuff going on outside. I can hear all these weird sirens, and they must be burning down the village again. Surprised the dog isn't howling. That's usually the norm for her, which I think is hilarious, but my husband doesn't think it's that funny. Take plenty of water on a hike, saves you drinking your own urine. Good advice. Yeah, I don't think I would ever be that thirsty. I'll pass on that. It's just like here, the saying is don't eat the yellow snow. Yeah. And seeing we have a dog, there's a lot of yellow snow. Bring out the emergency pants. Boy, I'm just like slow moving today. Didn't start out that way. Maybe I used up all of my energy just getting up early. Shame on me. hope it isn't experience talking. I know, really. Oh, good God. Even though that they say they have products online that you can filter that and make it drinkable, pass. I don't want to try that. Who tried that one out? Here, let's do this, and here, you try it. Yeah, he's a lurker, she's a lurker. Wouldn't you like to be a lurker? I can be a lurker too, but then it would be kind of boring for you guys. That was Frank Zappa warning us about the yellow snow. We've always said that our whole lives. Don't eat the yellow snow. Yeah, what else? I got to start painting. What are you painting, Steph? Is Steph crafting, or are you painting at work? You got to paint a room or something. I get up early and stayed up early. What a shocker. Yeah, me too. I was like, how? I think it was 5 or 6 when I woke up. And of course, the minute I'm up, the dog's all, I gotta go outside. I gotta go outside. So, kind of rough first thing in the morning. The brain's not functioning. You're going down a flight of stairs. That's what happened the last time I fell down the stairs. I just wasn't awake. And it's really a bad idea. I ended up with a broken toe. Face first down the steps. And I wasn't even worried about the toe. It was because we have the door down at the bottom of the stairs. There's a huge window in it. I'm thinking, oh, great. I'm going to smash my face through the window. I'll be laying here on the floor bleeding to death and nobody will know it. Thank goodness that didn't happen. All I ended up with was a broken toe. Splotches on the floor that look like spillage. Oh, God. That just reminded me of something, Wayne. When my sister's old boyfriend used to work in the adult bookstore. And of course, they had a back room where you used to be able to view movies. Part of the job working there is they had to clean up stuff in the back room. I would have said I quit. It'd be the day I take a big squeegee and go clean up somebody's mess. I've fallen downstairs and out of the shower half asleep. Oh, geez. You sound like me. Yeah, I do. Honest, I don't even know what happened. I was taking the dog out. First thing I know, I take one step, and the next thing I know, I'm on my face. I don't know what the hell. Either the carpet on the step was because it was wintertime, I believe. So I think that maybe it was wet and I just slipped. But I know I come down full force on my toe as I was falling down the stairs. So full weight on your big toe. And the next thing I know, I'm laying on the floor and the dog's licking my face because I was like, I couldn't move. I was like, oh, God. I need help. And I know it was screwed because everybody was asleep. And I could see telling the dog, go up there, go get daddy. And my husband would have been bitching, get out of here. So I had to get myself up and pull myself up and go up the steps. We're talking about all kinds. We're talking about don't eat the yellow snow, Alessio. Me falling down the stairs face first. It's a true talent. I had a bath with a candle lit and set my hair on fire. Oh, God. That's not relaxing. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. I broke my ankle going to the corner shop. Oh, you twist your foot? That must have been a good time. Mr. Prism 1201 announcement will come tomorrow. Oh. We don't get any inside scoop or nothing. He's just dangling that carrot. It gives us something to look forward to. So I guess we'll have to wait. James gets attacked by ants and jellyfish. Oh my God. Is it true that if you get stung by a jellyfish, somebody's supposed to pee on it to make the sting go away? Or is that just an old folk tale? Proper liability me. Yeah. Just, I admit I know it. Yeah, when you're setting yourself on fire and you're in the bath, that's an issue. Oh my God. You're in there supposed to be relaxing, not not setting yourself on fire. Ross eyed because I still don't know what matches the book. Oh, okay. I gotcha, Alessio. So you leave that air of mystery, and then when he figures it out, he'll post it. I never broke a thing, but I've hurt myself in ways you wouldn't be able to comprehend. Oh my goodness. Meat man. Jeez, Steph. Laura, I think it was a practical joke gone public about the pee. Yeah, I know. Who knows? No, that's real. Golden shower heals everything. Hey, Ghost, how's it going? Vinegar, no pee. That's what I'm saying. I always hear it say, "Oh, if you get stung by," because I've never even been by a jellyfish, but you always hear, "Oh, vinegar for jellyfish stings." Oh, okay. They always say you got to get somebody to pee on it. And I'm thinking, could you imagine you're on the beach by yourself, or just around a bunch of strangers, you get stung and you got to run up to somebody, quick, pee on me. Alessio is like the butcher man. Oh, he brings in the meat, meat delivery. Don't pee on jellyfish stings. The reason why that story exists is that the warmth neutralizes the venom, but warm or hot water works better. Oh, okay. Quick, you put that in the data banks. Got to keep that in mind if I ever get stung. I'm like the butcher. In what way? You're bringing in the meat. That's what it is, Alessio. You're bringing in the meat. You're bringing the beef to the show. You know what I mean? A lot of old folk lores or something are based behind like sayings. You got the best meat and oh Jesus, Steph. I did that a while back. I was looking up where old sayings came from, the reason that they come up, and some of them are pretty interesting. The one I do remember is, um, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater." That's an old saying, and I'm thinking, where the hell why would they say that? Well, apparently back in the day, water was pretty scarce, and they would fill up a tub with water. The father would wash first, and then the other children and the mother, and the baby was always bathed last. So by the time the baby got to get a bath, the water was filthy. So that's where the saying comes, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Now, common sense to me would be, wouldn't you bathe the baby first? That explains why a lot of children were sick back in the old days. They're washing these poor kids in dirty water. The spicy meatball, yes. Oh, God. cheese, and they're delightfully delicious and filling. She's singing it now. They're delightfully delicious. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Jesus, Steph. She's going to be laughing now all day. So I think that's why that I was so interested in having Joan on the other night, is because strange things like that, old sayings and old folklore and stuff, that she finds it curious and then looks it up to find, the history of it. And it's pretty interesting. And when you think of something that's everyday common said through your whole life, and you never think about looking it up until somebody mentions it. Bristol does a good sausage. It's sausage this morning, guys. H&R number 4, furry love applied. You just got it so rough there, Sage. She's being mauled by her pets. You're a good fur baby mama. Actually, it's funny. My son was, when he stopped over to visit yesterday, he was telling his girlfriend where they rescued their other 2 cats. Now, mind you, they have 3 cats, 1 senior and 2 kittens, and there's a dog. She's got a thing for pets. So the Humane Society that they were dealing with posted a new kitten that was up for adoption, all white kitten. Well, she shows my son. She goes, "Look at oh," and he goes, "No, oh, it says we've got enough." She tried to suck him into getting another one. She's like, "I don't think so." Let's see, Steph. There are easier ways of painting a room. Empty the room, open paint can, get a stick of dynamite. If you want the splatter effect, yeah, Sean, it's perfect. You're telling yourself that, James. He's got to go intense. They got to get all the fresh stuff in so he don't miss out. I've seen SpongeBob do something similar. Yeah, that's a technique that many people don't use. My sister has 5 cats and 2 dogs. My brother has 5 dogs and 2 cats. Ay, ay, ay. That's just, oh, God love them. That's too many for me. I mean, if we had a bigger place, someday when I sell this house and I move further out into the country, we have a bigger yard and stuff, I would probably have 2 or 3 dogs. And mostly a lot of it would be security reasons. But it's just, all I could think of is the care and the mess. And I'm just getting too old for that. And I have the one dog, which seems like 12 dogs. She's such a handful. But that's German Shepherds for you. And then we have 1 cat. Well, she's a senior. My wide load. She doesn't do much. So, seriously, you should have seen the nail in the walls. I was actually looking for remnants of clothing from Headpin because I actually thought he exploded in her room. Oh my goodness. Say says I have 1 cat. That's enough to take care of. Yeah, and Pinky has 2 kitties. Mr. Prism says 0 kids, 0 pets. I could barely take care of myself and Mrs. Prism. They're a lot of work. They are. Like I said, the minute my feet hit the floor, the dog's running because she knows it's time to go out. And I get it. She's been holding it all night. And I try to hurry up, and she tries to herd me And I'm like, stop it. I'm going to trip. And, because I got to get my bearings so I can make it out into the hall to let her out. And I told my son, not for nothing, if you didn't meet your girlfriend and she ended up being alone, she'd be one of those ladies that has like 40 cats and 20 dogs. And it's just, everyone she sees, she wants. And she wants to have another dog. And she's, but I want a little one this time. And I'm thinking, wait till you get some of the ones you got are weeded out. I mean, the house they bought is cute, but Christ's sakes, pretty soon there's not going to be any room for them because of the animals. Two cats and kids here. Little Miss Mayhem we have 3 dogs, but they're 3 adults. So they're not bad at all. Oh, that's great. Well, my dog, she's getting up there, but and of course she's not spaded because I didn't believe in having her have an unnecessary surgery because she's not out long enough to anybody to get her, and it's probably part of the problem. She's still an eternal teenager, and God, she's so much. I love animals and I do what I can for them. I think the word has gotten out because the deer keep gathering in front of my bay window. I threw food out in the woods for them purposely to stay off my lawn. Well, no, now they're coming to the door. They want the pickup service. They're drive-through. They're putting their order in. My friend, they have a nice farmhouse and a lot of property. And so she feeds the deer every morning and evening. And she goes out there and talks to them and she films it. And she's got a pretty good herd out there. And I told her, I says, well, have they gotten to where they'll come up to you yet and let you feed them? And she goes, no, not yet. That is her ultimate goal, to be able to sit in her yard and have them eat out of her hand so that she can pet them. We've stolen the neighbor's cat. He likes to sleep here, but he picks when he's awake. Yeah. He's a prick when he's awake. But we have one that lives in our yard. We have like a little shed that we keep the bicycles in. And I think it's where she's sleeping, which is okay with me, even though my father has a fit and stuff. Oh, she make a mess. And it's cold out there. So I can't bring her in. So at least she's staying in the shed. So we got to clean up in the summer. Big deal. Liner, 2 kids, 4 grandchildren. I'm 55 and old. Yeah, I know. It's time for them all to move out. That's what you got to say. Time. That's it. Pack it up. Get the hell out. No, I don't want to pet them. I want them to stay out of my yard and keep their deer ticks with them. Also, not get hit by cars and lay in my driveway unalived. Oh, I know. Good morning, Julie. And I'd like to pet them too. We had that opportunity. We were up north one year. We had just bought a bag of cinnamon sugar donuts at the small bakery that's up there. And we pull over to a parking lot and, we were having them with some coffee and there was a few deer and there's a lot of deer in town that wander around and people, feed them and stuff. Well, she spotted what we had. Food is all she knows. So she come right up to the truck and I've got a video of it where my husband is actually feeding this deer as a doe, cinnamon sugar donut, and he's petting her. And he was just so giddy because he'd always wanted to have that experience and he finally got it. And I told him, I said, but you got to do it quick because we'll get busted because it's against the rules up there. You're not supposed to feed the wildlife. He says, I don't care. And then, of course, the other 2 coming up to the truck because they wanted their donuts. So it was an expensive outing. I have to go about 7:30. Got to get mom awake and take a shower. I totally understand, Sage. Totally understand that. But I do love it when, you get to sit in your yard and they come in your yard and there's a lot of people up there feed the deer, and the town council up there bitches. We don't want you doing that. Well, I don't. If you're willing to pay and accept the cost and responsibility of feeding them all winter or all season, what the hell's it to them? It's not coming out of the town's pocket. They're paying them. If I lived up that way, I would do the same thing. I'd apples, corn, all kinds of stuff I'd put out there. I'd love to leave apples out in the woods, hoping a Sasquatch will accept a gift and leave one in return. You just want to have a selfie with a Sasquatch. Actually, I've been keeping track of the Adirondack Bigfoot hunter that we have that comes up through here. He's been posting some interesting stuff. There's been a lot of sightings up in the Adirondacks in the last couple of years. So something's weird. Photographs of footprints and all kinds of stuff. Kind of spooky. My aunt used to feed deer rabbit pellets. She had a trash can on the porch with feed. I was up early one morning and a huge buck come up on the porch and was getting into the feed. Oh, sure, they know where it is. I'd love to see Bigfoot, but not an extreme close-up. My friends and I had a serious conversation about Bigfoot, and I told them I think I would actually be petrified to see one. Well, that's like I said, you've heard me tell the story about my friend and his daughter when they were up here for a visit, and they were up on the mountain staying, and they went on that walk, and she walked into something. She didn't want to say Bigfoot, but it was huge, and it scared the ever loving the Jesus out of her. She was, and like my friend said, you knew she was scared because the young lady didn't swear. But boy, she was swearing that day. She told her father, we got to get the F out of here now. She was white as a ghost. It scared the hell out of her. And to have to be face to face with that. And when she described it, it was. And then right after the sighting, when she saw it and when they were heading back, they heard this hellish noise in the woods. Her father wanted to investigate it, but they were late for an appointment. So they couldn't stay. But he swore that the next time they were up this way, he was going to go back up in that area and nose around. So that'd be pretty cool. I'm scared that they would follow us. I bet they're insane trackers. I don't need one following me home. Then you end up with Bigfoot in your kitchen. You come into your kitchen, the fridge is open. Bigfoot's having a snack. Eating leftovers from last night. That would be hilarious. And he looks up and says, hey, how's it going? Just helping myself. Just pretend I'm not here. But you hear a lot of the stories, and everybody pretty much says the same thing. Who knows if they're just picking it up from other people who have mentioned it, but apparently they have a very strong odor. So I'm sure, like, if you're out in the woods somewhere and you smell something funky, you might want to go back the other way. The smell's going to give them away. I'll go and be good and be weird, people. Have a good day, James. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Mom's stepdad was working in North Carolina logging camp. Yes, I remember you telling me about that story. I would actually like you should type that up, Sage, so that I could put that story in the magazine because I think a lot of people would like to hear that. I would have packed up and left too. Would have scared the crap out of me. Want to import Bigfoot to the Netherlands? Way more interesting than deer and wolves. Yep. I don't know if you've done any research. There might be some there because I never thought there was any here in the Adirondacks, and apparently there is. And people have been documenting sightings for years. When I found that out, I was floored. I'm thinking, like, really? We're so sorry I dropped one. What the hell you been eating, Wayne? Damn. That sounds like I might be related to Sasquatch. A big, hairy, big feet and strong smell. Prism. Have you checked into the family lineage? You never know. Maybe you might, be related to the very first Sasquatch that was discovered. Yeah, Steph, it's one hell of a story. Sage, you need to type it up and send it in so I can put it in there. Because that is one hell of a story. And not for nothing, you got to think about it, this is all grown men doing their job. And when something like that happens and they all pack up and take off because they're afraid. So, what the hell was it? It is fascinating, Lionheart, because the more that we go on, the more they're discovering that there was a race of giants at one time. I'm certain there's something out there. There's enough countryside for them to stay elusive in. Yes, there is. Just here in the Adirondack Park, the Adirondack Park is huge. And you don't really realize how huge it is. God, they could hide anywhere, exist anywhere, because nobody has actually explored every inch of the Adirondack Park. So just imagine if it was any kind of rainforest or other wooded area on a grand scale. We don't know what the hell is in there. And usually people that discover these things are people who are out on like a camp weekend or something by themselves. So they're out in the middle of nowhere. See, you're right, Steph. There is so many different theories out there. So it's 25%, 2.5% Neanderthal. Sage has been looking up the family lineage. Laura, we have any woods here. Our country is smaller than West Virginia and one of the most densely populated countries in the world. So, but there's still a chance. If not, we'll just send you one. That's all. Adirondack Bigfoot, the man you interviewed, yes, is doing some great footage. Yes. Well, he spent the whole summer, and he's still up there now, doing a bunch of investigations and tracking and stuff. And I planned on contacting him again soon because he's still up there working. I see the shorts and stuff that he's posting. I'm going to hit base with him again and see if he'll come on again to talk about this season and all that. I was hoping to meet up with him while he was there, but our dates never coincided. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some truth to the Bigfoot stories. Exactly. I don't know if maybe it's a different breed of bear. Who knows? Because this is the first thing my friend said to his daughter. Well, maybe it was a big bear. She goes, no, I know what an effing bear looks like, Dad. This was not a bear. And it was just like, it was silent. it just stood there just watching them. And yes, she shit all over herself. She couldn't move fast enough. Yes, Steph, yeah, that I'm going to contact him and see if he'll come back on. And get ourselves a little bit of updated Bigfoot information. Only 45% of the ocean has been discovered. We don't know what it looks exactly. We don't. That's why I don't scuba dive. I've had friends, actually friends that are scuba divers. Oh, you should go scuba diving or do snorkeling. You know what? If I know what's down there, I'll never go in the water again. So it's better for me to just live in, blissful ignorance because I know damn Skippy. Once I'd seen what's down there, I wouldn't go back swimming. They're finding new big cats every year. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a large ape walking around somewhere. Yeah, ape like creature, bear like creature. I mean, all the accountabilities and all the photographs are definitely saying that it's covered in hair. So if it truly is out there, I'm thinking maybe, yeah, some kind of bear like creature. Who the hell knows? Did you see the cast he did? I was so happy for him. No, I didn't finish watching all this stuff, but I'm going to get caught up on it. He's been putting out a lot of content. They've been finding some interesting things, so it's exciting. And I'm sure he gets razzed really bad too. Well, you're a Bigfoot hunter. Well, yeah, pretty much. And I always tell everybody the same story. Remember back in the day where it was long, long ago, giant squids don't exist until one day one washed up on the beach somewhere. Then people started saying, "Oh shit, yeah, these do exist." Because old sailor stories, on old wooden ships or something being attacked by giant squid. I believe there's a truth to it. Let's see. I just hope it's not someone trying to dupe him. Well, he's pretty thorough. So I don't know. I did a lot of snorkeling as a kid, but I've had so many dangerous encounters. Not doing that again. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to do any of that. I was drowned once having a snorkel. So yeah, thank God I was able to stand up and give myself, the Heimlich maneuver to like force all the water out of my lungs. Hiding in the bath would be fine, but the blanket won't stop the smell. I mean, one of the fires is not far from Allison's house. Oh no. Actually, I just booked. You guys will have to know. I just booked Allison and CAG for an interview in February. That's going to be a fun show. Those ladies are just so full of energy. It's amazing. And I'm really just, Shirley knows me from lurking and checking out her chats and stuff. And when I watch, I don't say much in the chat. But I just felt very honored. She said yes, that they would do the interview. So that's going to be a great interview. Sean, do you have oxygen tanks for scuba diving? Yeah, not them. I've seen them 45 of somebody when somebody's using God, I'm trying to think of what I want to say. You're interviewing Allison and Cag. I want in Laura. Yeah, I'm interviewing them. You want to be on? You want to be on the show with them? We'll see what we can do, Wayne. I saw an apparition of a woman when I was 6. I wish I had cameras then. That's the thing. When you see stuff like that back in the day, and we didn't have the technology we have for proof. Hello, Mark. Good morning, Mark. Just like the experience my husband and I had when we had our UFO experience. And everybody goes, "Oh yeah, sure." But this thing, it was legit in the sky, just watching us. And I think, oh my God, And I did make the joke. "Oh, they're here to pick you up, honey, and take you home," because we were walking and watched it for about 15, 20 minutes. Turned around and started walking back towards my house and looked back in the sky, and it was gone. So what was that? We didn't have the drones and stuff like that back in the day. How is Mark doing this morning? Great adventure you were on. And seeing that you're on here, we know that you didn't get arrested. So, but definitely bad security. They don't want people in there. Then yeah, they need to have the guy lock the gate before he goes home. I did too, about the age at my aunt's house. She used to try and play peekaboo with me and my cousins. I had multiple UFO encounters. The first time scared the shit out of me. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, Mr. Prism. Wow, it's amazing. I think we're actually very lucky to be able to experience something like that. Never seen a ghost, but I once saw a brown bear outside my bedroom window. Uh-oh. Was looking for snacks. We see bears and stuff like that all the time, so that's norm for here. But to see, something hanging out in the sky, and this was back, oh God, I want to say late 70s, early 80s when this took place. So there was no cell phones and all that shit. We didn't have all that stuff. And you don't usually walk around with a camera in your pocket, so we just stood there and looked at it. And the thing is, my husband goes, "Do you ever realize that after the fact, there were no reports that anybody else had seen it?" So, of course, back then, nobody admitted, "Oh, it was a weather balloon." No, it wasn't. I'm all right if it's shattered. Went filming east. Near. Sorry, God. It was 2 a.m. and said, I told the security of the unit building. He said, "Well, that's their fault." And then, God, I can't even talk this morning. Their fault then, and then said he'd give them a ring. Well, see, good of you to let them know that it was unlocked. I've got to go. Wake Mom, get a shower. You're still streaming when I get back. I will rejoin the fun. Okay, Sage. If not, have a great day. Sending love and hello to Mom. However, hopefully the shots will work for her. I'm lurking, guys, for the moment. Does my son just come home from school? Okay, not a problem. I always forget this afternoon. Actually, I was talking about that this morning when I was setting up the interview. Because I'm working with 3 different time zones. I always forget the damn time zones. If you can't identify it, what it was, it's a UFO. It doesn't necessarily mean aliens. But still be weird. I'm still sure the thing about the things I've seen, all this could be debunked. Well, not for nothing. Most people think you can debunk everything. And I don't believe that's true either. There's just stuff out there we just don't know what it is. Hopefully, me and my friend are going to. There you go. They're going to take it out, and hopefully, me and my friend are going to the UK in the spring. My friend and I thought we'd seen two of them, but they turned out to be parachute flares. So, see, that's the thing. Here, the one that we saw, it was all black. And of course, it had the definite saucer shape to it. And so that's why. I take care. Sure. Okay. Hey, Laura and Chad. I have a great evening. Oh, feel better, Sherry. Take it easy. You don't want to end up back in the hospital. So pay attention to how you're feeling. Take good care. Keep warm. Get some rest. At least she's home. It took forever for her to get home. It's actually the only way I would be able to not go out is the bad weather and all of that. That's one thing that keeps me from going outside. But with all of the germs and the viruses that are going on, I think because that's the last guy, if I can get out, I stay in. Jeez, guys, I'm having a rough time this morning. Good morning, Ryan, my sugar baby. How are you? So I stay in the wintertime. It's too freaking cold. How is Ryan this fine Friday morning? How's Ryan? How's the Mrs. Ryan? How's Sue doing? Hope she's doing a lot better. I know you guys are all still struggling with flu. I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thank you, Laura. Woke up with a spring in my step. Oh, I wish I could say that. So bounce away, Ryan. I stayed in and stay away from people. It's people who come here that I have affected me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to tell them when they're sick, get the hell out of here, man. I don't want that stuff. Keep that stuff at your own house. You're getting me hot, Sherry Ann, and I want what you got all over me. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's one of my favorite songs. Okay, okay. Well, I gotta let it slide. Well, thank you, Pinky. Oh, it was so nice of Pinky. Gifting those 5 memberships. We're gonna give Pinky a little superstar for that. Yee-hoo! You know what? I always forget that I can give away stuff too. I'm such a goober. Just came back from getting a cup of tea and I got gifted. Thanks. Yes, see? Surprise, surprise. Nice. And Mike, became a member. Wonderful, wonderful. Hi, Mike. And Mike will get a superstar as well. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Yee-hoo. We'll take it. I know I have to switch over to here so that I can gift. Let me see how I can do this. I like to give away 5 at a time. So let me see what I can do. And that's what I'm going to do. I can send, I like to do some at the beginning of the month, at the end of the month, split it up. So here we go. There we go. And I get a yee-hoo too. So there, aren't they wonderful? And the beauty of it is now all of you guys who just became members will have access to the magazine. So get out there and check out our January edition. Laura, now that you have to do one for yourself, you're also a superstar. Oh, okay, I'll do one for myself. Why not, right? There we go. I'm a superstar too. As long as I don't give myself the naughty button, then we're all right. And Piggy says, "Oh, awesome. I love it when people we know get the memberships." Yeah, it's fun. I always forget about it. It's terrible. And then somebody reminds me, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I could do that." See, that's, you can't do it to become monetized. And I always forget about that I'm monetized, that I have the power to do that. So thanks for sharing, Laura. That was nice. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, congratulations to all the new members. Enjoy, enjoy. Hopefully it keeps them coming back. Yeah, that's loud. I know, James. I don't even have the headphones on and I can hear it. Yee-hoo! It definitely wakes you up. So if you weren't awake, you are now. Oh, thank you, Marie. Oh, look, we get to do it again. We get to do it again. You guys rock. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yee-hoo. Yeah, see, even Betty's into the spirit now. See? Everybody's awake now. I had to do a school run on foot, but home now. That was quick. She's the Flash. YouTube is on the ball with the green right now. Yeah, nice. It's nice to see when everybody's green. And it's easy being green. Come on. It's all in good fun. We love it. But I love it. I had to explain to somebody one time because I wanted to know why that the magazine is members only. It's because it's my gift to all of the members and the people here in my chat that help contribute to the magazine. So that's just my way of saying thank you. Now, someday when everybody's a member, then the magazine will be out there for everybody. And there's been so much going on that, so yeah, the magazine is going to be filled with some interesting stuff. Because everything that goes on, I try to cover and put in the magazine. That reasons I'm always green. Oh, green's my favorite color, so I'm down. James Green, are you dreaming green? James' mind is a giant green screen. Laura, where do I find the magazine? I was looking for it the other day. It's in the post section on my page. You're going to scroll down a little bit because I've added some new posts, but it's under marked members only, and the link is in there. What I could do is update it again and repost it again so that it'd be easier to find. Piggy says, I love the New Year's mag. It would come up pretty cool, didn't it? And now I'm working on the Valentine's one. So, Cheryl, hello. How are you? And member for 5 months. God bless you. Thank you so much. And we're going to do a superstar for Cheryl. Oh, you're welcome, Marie. And Ryan likes green beans. Good. Cheryl is my companion in crime in miniatures. She's doing miniatures also. I told her she needs to get on back on YouTube and share it with us. And we all have to just we have to guilt her into it, guys. We miss our Cheryl, our Shrimpy. We miss you guys. Hopefully you'll be back online and sharing some great conversations with us once more. I mean, no pressure, but intent. I'm being a troublemaker. Tell me to hush up. Just say, hush your mouth. And actually, I think it was. See, I forget. Oh my God, I was just so shot this morning on who was the sexy man and gal for this, for the New Year's. I'm thinking it was Mike O and oh my goodness, I forget. I said to Sue, let's do miniatures. She said, put it away. Oh God. Put it away, Ryan. You got enough miniatures. Oh, it might have been, was it Candy? I'm not sure. I forgot. The nominations are, don't forget to go and vote, guys. Go over on the post section there. Vote for the next sexy guy or gal. Cast those votes. And everybody goes, well, gee, how about this person or that? Well, you got to give me time. Everybody gets a chance. Just I can only do so many at once. They only allow so many. I don't have very good fine motor skills and dexterity to do the miniatures. That's why I get such So proud and jealous of my son. Oh, well, you get to live vicariously through him. I mean, you can help him out. Just do what you can. And, everybody goes, "Well, you're crazy. It's just so small." But everybody that does them finds it's very relaxing. And I think it was Steph that was saying how she noticed I go, like, kind of into, like a trance. It's like a meditation, which really it is. No woman likes to have to pull out tweezers unless it's for eyebrows. We don't even like doing it for eyebrows. It hurts. It hurts. And I know when I've had enough for the day, like last night I was working on stuff and then I started knocking stuff over. I'm like, yep, it's time to quit. End up doing more damage than and any good. And I hate to have to, fix things that, I'm breaking. Let's see. Nobody else can touch it. He has to do it by himself. Oh, I get it. Okay. So you get to just sit and watch. That's all right. Sure, it's relaxing, Laura. It is. Sit here for hours. And then the problem is then when I want to stand up, it's like, oh shit. My legs don't want to work. I've been sitting here too long. Yeah, Pinky. Yeah, sexy guy is Michael and Gail is Candy. That's what I thought. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pinky. And let's see, who do I got posted for the Valentine one coming up? You guys got to vote on. I had it on the list. Oh, okay. This week's nominees for this coming month. We've got Wiz, Phil, Ryan, and Wayne, and then for the ladies, we've got Fantastique, Pinky, Sandra, and Adana Biddle. So you guys got to go out and cast your votes. Nothing like touching yourself. Just as long as you're gentle, Ryan. As long as you're gentle. Unless you're into that, weird stuff, then okay. Painting models is perfect for mindfulness. All of that stuff, any kind of craft or creating is very relaxing. It's just like when Pinky, I know when she does her artwork and dragons and all that, I'm sure she finds a peace, a calmness in creating that. So it's, oh yeah, Wayne, you're in there. Sexy bald man. I don't know who's in the lead. You'd have to go look. I haven't looked today to see who's in the lead. Oh, Purple just voted. She's not going to reveal, though. Voting is private. Actually, it's up to her if she wants to say who, but I think you should have people submit a photo each month of their pet for Pet of the Month vote. Oh, that'd be fun. There you go. Great idea for another section stuff. And then everybody would have to vote. You thought about doing a winner's vote so all who won could go head to head in a new vote. Oh, jeez. There you go. That's another one, too. You're right, James. Drawing monsters is great fun. Actually, if you think about it, drawing monsters is a very, it's not easy. Very in depth and because the detail, you want it to be really scary and get all of the details and stuff. It's a very detailed thing, drawing monsters. I have a cousin who's he's a fantastic artist, and the stuff he does portraits of famous people and all stuff like that. And he sends me stuff all the time, and I say, God, would you let me share this? No, he won't let me share it. I don't know why. I think it's just for himself now, but I would love to share his stuff because it's so good. And Mike submitted his vote. Hit and run number 6. I've always drawn, I've always been artistic, but portraits and stuff, they just don't come out the way I want them to. When you have that vision and to have it come out at the end of your pencil is amazing. And James used to submit some of your stuff so I could put it in the magazine. What's the vote for? Sexy guy or gal of the paranormal. Every month I put up a list of nominees, and then you guys go vote for your favorite. Because like I said, I always wanted, I want everybody to submit stuff in because it's a community magazine. So it's all about you guys and what we're doing in the community. And I love it when people share their stuff. Love you so much, Roxy. Mr. Prism, it's in my post section on my page. You have to scroll down a little bit and you'll see where I have the polls listed for a sexy guy and gal. You have to cast your vote. I just saw the guys list that Phil, as in stay tuned, Phil. Yes. Stay tuned, Phil. He's on the list of the guys this under posts on her channel. Yeah. I'll vote later. I'm out at the moment. What are you doing, Ryan? Out and about. What are you doing? Are you shopping? Are you just running the streets? I have visions. I like to draw, but no one can figure out who my stick figures are. I mean, I see like the leg does. Oh, jeez, your stick figures. It's just like anything else. Steph, practice makes perfect. Hello and good morning, Friday. I will share my popcorn, but I cannot try putting it in the CD drive at this time. It was a mess and it does not upload that way. Yeah, it makes it rough. It's top secret. You won't even tell your sugar mama? My goodness. Top secret. Secret agent stuff. Are you dressed up like Doctor Who and you're running the streets of England? Is that what's going on? My Democratic Judy and voted. All right. Friday. Are you enjoying your Friday? I know it's this week went quick, even though I don't know. At first it didn't seem so, but now here we are. Emergency at Friday's house. Oh. I know when we start talking about food and stuff, and I goes, "Oh, I wish I could have that." And it's too bad that we couldn't, share through the screen so people could experience it. I still got to post that recipe for you ladies that wanted to try the pumpkin cookies. I didn't forget. I've just got to get the recipe out, and then I'll put it in the post section so you guys can try them. They are good. It's a shame I haven't made them in a couple of years, but it's an awesome recipe. Not like a good pumpkin cookie with cream cheese frosting. Oh, addicting. Florio gets my vote. Don't tell her. Okay, it's our secret. We won't tell. Of course, I can't guarantee she's not lurking. It's like any other day. How are you doing? How is everyone? I was up at the crack of dawn this morning. Damn rooster. Now I feel myself winding down, so I think I'm running out of gas. Anyone else notice YouTube says 2 viewer numbers, 1 in the analytics, then different numbers in video itself? Yeah, I did notice that. And I other people have mentioned it as well. Same thing like with the people are keeping track of their views and they're getting 2 different sets of numbers. I don't know what the hell is up with that. So are we going to have a prom king and queen? I think we'll just stick with the sexy guy and gal for the month. So every month somebody gets a chance to be, sexy. Got to have that little bit of sexiness going on. You know what I'm talking about? Does anybody got any big plans for the weekend? Yeah, I never went to my proms. I forgot what the hell. I did something else. I think I took off somewhere with my husband. Of course, we were just dating. I didn't. Of course, he wasn't at the same high school as I was, so we took off and did something else. Sent you a sun pillar pic this morning. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna share those. Those were pretty. Michael is just working. I'm going to slowly start taking down the Christmas stuff. It's time. I left them up longer because it took me forever to put them up. But now, yeah, it's time to start taking them down, get everything back to normal. We're going on a family picnic this weekend. Oh, that's great. Take some great pictures and share. Take us with you. I could picnic too, but it would be in a pile of snow. Although we are now officially going to Scotland and England in October. Oh, wow. That's going to be awesome. Let's not talk proms. I still have all my prom dresses packed away at my mom's. Yeah, I didn't even bother because I knew I wasn't going to go. So why? No, I didn't bother. We went and did something else. Which a lot of people say, oh, you should have went. It's kind of like a passage of time. Whatever. I think we went and partied somewhere else. That's pretty much what I think what we did. It's pretty vague, so there might have been alcohol involved. Who knows? And of course, at the prom you can't have that stuff, so that's okay. I don't think I missed out on much. And I knew I wasn't wasn't going to be no prom queen, so. Scotland is stunning. I'm sure it is. And that's just lucky. Never had prom. Large crowds are my kryptonite. Yeah, I'm same Friday. I don't like large crowds. My husband doesn't like large crowds. Had a BF at the time. Had to go. Then the parties afterwards. Ah, I see. Yeah, see. Well, I was still in high school. My husband wasn't, and I just said, "Well, I know, I know." He goes, "You want to go?" And I don't know, not really. So he just picked me up. We went somewhere else. It's mad. I've seen more of the U.S. in the UK. I never had proms when I was in school. Oh no, see, we had them. But like I said, my husband's 3 years older than I am, so he was already out of school, and I just figured, what it's. All my friends went, but I didn't go. It wasn't a big deal to me. The sun pillars only happen when it's very cold, and they're pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Roger says neither did we. We were discos though. Yeah, we had prom since the mid '90s, I think. Mark says Bristol. This one is a short to say 800 on the page, about 1.1K on the analytics, and I'm like, okay, which is it then? Should stop looking at numbers, but my ADHD sees this and goes, well, yeah, I stopped watching numbers too because it drives you bananas. Even if you don't have ADHD, you're just like, what the F, and it just drives you nuts. So just don't pay any attention. Roger, I want to say, saw a keg, put it through someone's wall. I had nothing to do with it. I don't like stuff like that. See, that's what it is. Yeah, when you go to the after parties and stuff, or even during the proms and stuff, people get out of control. They were called school discos until recently. Ah, yeah, proms, and they still have them here, and it's nice because I like to see the kids dress up and everything. They're so nice, and but my senior prom, my mom rented suit, so me and the other couples could. I know what I said. I said suit is sweet. So the other couples you could party in a safe place, made sure no damage was done anywhere. We just had fun. Well, that was great. Yeah, you had your own private space. Did you go in a limo and stuff? Everybody here, there's the big thing. It's rent the limo, party all night. Everybody end up at Hojo's for breakfast. Yeah, we saw the rainbow spot on either side. And you had to be expected people to be allowed into your party. It was a mixed great people. Yeah, I mean, they didn't have much trouble when my prom and stuff was going on. I wasn't interested. Like I said, I was just more into my husband at the time, and we just went and did our own thing. And like I said, he wasn't in the same high school, so he didn't know any of these people. So why else he want to go? You also stole a baboon from the local zoo and gave it LSD and a chainsaw. Now that's a rockin' night. Holy crap. Okay, James, have a good one. Well, prom has changed a lot nowadays because so much drinking and accidents. I know most problems have metal detectors and breathalyzers before you. Yeah, it's like going into prison. It really is. It's insane. When I was working in the florist studio, I made 100 corsages for senior prom at the school around here. That must have been fun. I loved working in a florist shop. I may be lying again. Oh, James. Sean says the prom was good, but people stared at me when I arrived in my dress. Ooh, it was this sexy dress? Laura, did you do sexiest of the year? No, I did not, Julie. Which would have been a good idea. I'm sure, yeah, Sean must have been smoking hot. When I was in high school, we had a hunting club. Well, that's cool. We didn't have that. I would have so signed up for that. But did you go commando under that dress? Is the real question. There you go. There's the question. I never had a prom, but if I had, I would have gone as Carrie, blood and all. Oh, geez, Mark. I'd die if I worked at a florist. I know, you poor thing. All the allergies. I really did love it. And it was always like a lifelong dream when I was younger. Oh, someday I'd love to work at a florist with all those flowers. And there was a young guy that I worked with when I was in Xerox. He worked at the florist shop, and they were looking for somebody because it was holiday time and they needed somebody part time to help out. And I'm like, oh, I'm so there. So I finally got that opportunity, and it was just amazing to be able to play with flowers all day long. It was really fun. I need to eat and take meds. I'll be lurking. Okay, lurk away. Enjoy. Actually, we're gonna getting ready to shut her down for the day because I know everybody's got shit to do. I'm one of the few people I know that can't look at a flower from a distance and sneeze. That's just, oh, I feel so bad for you, Sage. It's just one of the most, wonderful things that we get to experience from this planet is a beautiful flower. And it stinks when you can't even, well, you just have to look at it from far away. I did stuff when I walked across the grass. There was a line, and oh god, jeez. Did you make the yearbook, Bristol? I sure hope so. Yes, the yearbook was fabulous. Sarah and everybody that helped her did a wonderful job. So if you guys didn't get a chance to check that out, check it out when she does release it. I think it's pretty soon she's going to release it, so everybody gets to take a gander. They come out very nice. A lot of work. Which I've learned from doing the magazine. God, it's going on almost it's been over a year. And there's a lot that goes into making up something like that. So they definitely deserve all kinds of credit for such a well done job in putting it all together. Very fun. I know I was in it a little bit there. I seen my little character. No, Laura, I'm dragging across the lawn. But if it's okay if you want to post that picture in your yearbook, you can. Oh, drag across. And the world record for the longest line drawn in the grass with no chalk. Oh, Sean. There's a lot of work in that. It is an amazing job. You all do. Y'all, yes, thank you, Sage. And yes, Sage has been so kind to help, wanting to help out. Like I said, I should give you a few stories that I'm interested in, Sage, and have you research them, and then you can submit what you find, and then we could put it in there. I'll take all the help I can get because it's. You were driving, Ryan? They let you drive? It's a lot of work putting those things together. And then, you start to get like nitpicky because you want it to be perfect, or at least what you think is perfect. And, so that everybody can enjoy it. And I try to put a little bit of everything in there because I want everybody to, I don't want anybody to get bored. So, I wanted to make it really interesting. I will say, I've got a few things written down that I want to look into and to add. And I'll give that job to you. Providence, give me strength today. I'm gonna need it. Oh no. I know, I'm feeling myself starting to crash. If I get something to eat. Last day of my school, I got sent home for moving around all the door signs for the rooms, unscrewing them all, and then was doing knock and run on all the doors in the corridors during lessons. Mark, you bad boy. And I could see you doing that, Mark. You're a character. A profession is art, and a true artist is never satisfied with their work. You're right, Friday. It's the truth. It is the truth. Because even though if I get something and I finish it, I think, oh, this looks great. And then I'll stand back and I sit there and I start critiquing and criticizing. And I'm like, yeah, well, I could do this, or I could do that, or I could do this. Or after the fact, it's done. And then I do that with the magazine. I'll look at it and say, oh, it's all done. And then I sit there and I start picking through it. I've actually got to stop myself from doing it. So, okay, guys, is Pinky going on in 15 minutes? Is that what's going on? I don't even know what else is going on today, guys. I haven't checked these schedules. But if that's the scoop poop, we're gonna shut it down so that everybody can make it to. My bad, 15 minutes. Only two-thirds detentions per week. Oh God, Wayne. So is that what's going on? Is Pinky going on in 15 minutes? Tell me what's going on. If that's what the scoop is, then yeah, we're gonna say our goodbyes. Fantastic has a members live. Oh, okay. All right, got it. So yeah, Sarah's going live in 15 minutes to members only. All right, thanks for the heads up. So yeah, we're gonna shut it down so everybody can go over there and make it to Sarah's members live this morning. We don't want to be running over, so I want to thank everybody for hanging out this morning. Even though it was kind of a laid back, kind of quiet brew this morning, I think it's because I was half dead and just we need a streaming guide. Yeah. Well, Sarah was doing it, and I think it just got to be too much. Because not everybody was posting when they were doing their lives, so it was hard for her to keep up. So thanks for posting that, Pinky. I appreciate it. I appreciate all my mods as usual. Thank God we had a quiet chat and no trouble, which is wonderful. I want everybody to have a great weekend, a great rest of your Friday. And always, thanks for hanging out with me this morning, everybody. Thanks for the gifted memberships. You guys rock. I will have to lurk in Sarah's stream. Sans shot. Bye, Laura. Okay, tell her I said bye. Lots of love. Enjoyed talking to you guys yesterday. It was a great time. And geez, just remember to hit the bells and whistles, guys. The likes, comments, whatever. Check out the new Brewster Rooster in the merch shop. He's fun. Let me know what you think, you guys. And until then, I will see you guys in chat somewhere. And Sunday, I'm doing another miniatures. Until then, guys, have a great day. Be safe. Love to you all.